Welcome back to Game 5 of the Gainesville Blitzball League. Today's matchup features the 2-0 Knights versus the 0-2 Goons.
We're treated to an interesting one today.
Yes,
Between
yes,
the Goons and the Knights. A game that needs to be played for your enjoyment solely.
Exactly.
You're welcome.
Yes, and unfortunately, like we've already discussed, the Goons have been long ejected for the tournament. So this game is really just to fill out.
I don't know if long ejected is the right now.
Well, it depends on how you thought their season was going to go at the start. So this has been a fun tournament for them. Well, not so fun for them, but it's been a fun tournament.
It's a tournament.
This game is purely just for fun and to fill out the stat sheets.
Yes.
So I don't think we're going to see a whole lot of seriousness come from either side. I think it's going to be a lot of goofiness. I think different strategies coming in. I think I've talked with Drez before. I'm probably going to lead off just because I haven't pitched at all, so we're going to test out how I do. Hopefully I do well. It's been a hot minute since I've actually pitched in a game, so we'll see how that goes.
As for the Goons, we're going to rock with what we do best. Have Blevins on the mound and hopefully not give up runs and then walk our way to victory.
Yeah, I think it'll be an interesting game. I don't
Agreed.
think walks, I definitely think will come into play.
Yes.
Definitely probably going to see a lot of walks.
And then big news for the game. Knights ace Tommy Felton will be taking a rest day.
Yes. We're not going to pitch him at all. It's really going to come down to me and Tom. We might see Drez come in at the end depending on how the game is going.
There's no reason to pitch him and risk injury in this one.
Nope, not at all.
Key bright spots is going to be the depth of the Knights hitting order.
Yes.
They've got 3.5 guys who can hit, and they can all hit for both average and power, something that isn't duplicated across the league. Blevins on the mound is definitely, I think, our best component. We definitely have, in my opinion, the best pitcher of the tournament so far.
Yes.
I think one of the more underrated issues with the Goons is they're the only team that has had a roster change in season.
That is true, yeah.
And there was one preseason as well. We were supposed to have our good friend Rory Blaha here.
Rest in peace.
He tore his ACL, so will not be playing Blitzball anytime soon. And then we had the untimely move of Baker Stewart, which opened up a roster spot as well. So I think that has really prevented any camaraderie and chemistry forming, and that's tough. And when it's a 3-game season. Yeah,
I do agree. I think what we've seen from other teams, they've really kind of built off each of their games, whether they lost or won their first or second game. They really kind of built off each other. They kind of found their groove and their dynamic of how each player excels and kind of fit that into sort of their strategy moving forward. And like you said, the Goons really haven't had the opportunity to do that. But it's had the opportunity to bring you in, so now you can play and bring your amazing on-base percentage into the league.
Was not expecting as much out of myself personally. I am happy with my performance through one game so far. We'll see if I get a hit.
Yes.
We'll see if I get a hit. I'm happy with walks. I'm doing my job and getting the bat back up the order. So we'll keep going ahead and we'll see how this game plays out.
Yeah. And with all that said, let's get right into it.
Unfortunately, we did have some issues with the camera footage from today's game. So in order to give you guys the best product, we decided to do an expedited sample of today's game. Let's get into it.
Drez batting first for the Knights here, facing off against David Blevins of the Goons. First pitch high. Smack! That ball is set and gone! Luke is catching out in the outfield. That's going to be a leadoff home run for Drez. There goes the Cy Young, huh? As they take the 1 lead with the knighting of Drez. Drez really needed that to get back into it. 1-0 lead for the Knights.
That's not the way we wanted to start off the game, but as we know, this mic is cursed.
Oh, swung and missed, strike 3. Lev gets Tom on the slider. Strike 3. That'll be 2 away for the Goons here. David Drez coming off that big home run to start the game. Sent it for, and that is gone again! Drez follows it up with another one! It's 3-0 Knights! Drez said he needed a big game, and he's proven it right here. And the second knighting of the game for the Knights. Big shot for Drez. 3-0 nice.
Never wearing a microphone again. Same thing happened last season. All right, let's strike out one of the Toms and let's get the f out of here.
Strike. And that is going to end the inning for the Goons. But David gives up 2 home runs to Drez. 3-0 game.
Taking this f***ing microphone off.
Starting pitcher here for the Knights is going to be Cole Cox coming on the mound here. 4-2 count coming here to Owen. Strike 3. Cole gets a big out there for the Knights. 1 out, still bases loaded.
Out of the way. There we go.
And smacked right up the middle. Hit right at back. Back to Cole for an out, but that will be a run scored for the Goons as Owen Baker comes in. That'll make it a 3-1 game now.
Oh. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Pitch here from Cole. Floats it away for ball 6. Now it'll be a run. Owen comes in to score. It'll be a 3-2 game for the Knights still. A little pitch here to Owen now. That'll come right towards me for ball 6. That'll be another run in for the Goons. It'll be a 3-3 tie game now. Tom coming into pitch now for the Knights. Hit far. That's high in the air, and it's caught by Drez. That'll be the 3rd out of the inning. Tie game going into the top of the 2nd. 3-3 here.
Make a play, Drez. Drez is so sexy. Hell yeah.
Tom leading it off here. In the pitch.
Let's talk about Blevins' feet for a little bit. Can you zoom in on Blevins' feet? Look at those, dude. Those slides, the dogs are all the way out. That's a bold choice.
2-2 count again here. Strike 3. Blev gets the 1st out of the inning for the Goons. 2. Curveball. Hits some.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's a strike.
Strike. Yeah. All right, we're calling it a strike. He leaned in. That's hard. Oh, count still. Oh, and it's not, it's fair! Down the line! Drez getting 2, throws it in for Josh, and that'd be a stand-up double for Drez.
Yep. Out of the way, Drez. Fair ball.
First pitch here, Tommy, swinging strike. Blev now with a 75 mile per hour limit after that double by Drez.
Dude, this is so much fun. All right, daddy hacks only. Daddy hacks only. Oh! Man, if I strike out to 75, that would be so unfortunate, Snyder.
Strike 3! Blev still gets the out there. And we're going to the bottom of the 2nd. No runs scored by the Knights.
Me. Yeah. It's okay.
Well, folks, this has been a fun game today so far. One team has hit home runs, and the other team has walked.
Pitch. In there! Strike 3! Right down the middle. Comes back down 4-0 for the strikeout. Strike 3. Right down the middle. Comes back. First pitch. Foul of the way.
Come on, Spence.
2-1 pitch here. That's smacked! And that is gone for a home run! 3-run shot here for Spencer! That'll make it a 6-3 ball game! Oh, Spence! 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 And it's Spence! And it's a fair ball! And he is safe! And that'll be a hit for Josh Yoho!
What's your guys' favorite ice cream toppings? In the comments. If I had to pick 3, I'm going chocolate sprinkles, maraschino cherries, and whipped cream.
We'll count here. That'll be ball 6, and that'll be another run in for the Goons to make it 7-3. No, he did not. And that'll be another run for the Goons to cap off 5. 8-3 now the score.
I'm happy.
1 count. Strike 2. 0-2 count for Owen now. Pitch. Strike 3 by Owen. 1, 2, 3. That'll be 1 out now for the Goons. A smack down the line, fair ball. Cole hustling home. Throws it home. He's safe. Run, coming home. Dead ball. 2. Strike outside pipe again. That'll be 2 outs for the Goons. Owen, 2 strikeouts here. Swing out of his shoes on that one. Swing and a miss. Full count here. Swing and a miss. And the Goons get the win. 8-4. It's meaningless, but it's a win nonetheless. The Knights will still advance to the championship.
And welcome back. We had a great game here today, an unexpectedly great game between the Goons and the Knights, with the Goons winning by a score of 8-4. We saw some power output here with a total of 3 home runs hit in the game, more than in any other game this season, which was really impressive. Takeaways from the game?
I think the pitching, first off, for the Knights struggled a lot. I think if you look back at the footage, it was a lot of close misses. Could not locate the zone, so struggling there, and able to get them on, because with that dynamic of Tommy and Tom wasn't there. So I think it threw off the pitching game a little bit, and the Goons were able to capitalize off that.
Yeah, a couple timely hits. Big home run from Spencer Cage.
Yes,
today. That was
big homer for him.
Big. We had our normal trope of guys getting on base, and that was just really great on our part. The Knights offensively, 2 big home runs from David Dreswicki today.
Yes.
First 2-homer game of the season so far. What got into him?
I really cannot say. I mean, the energy that we had in the game today, it was very loose. It was very light. I don't think we were taking ourselves very seriously, just because, it didn't count against us in any way. And I think maybe the lightness of it took off of Drez. I think a lot of times when you watch him bat in the games that count towards something, you kind of see he might get it onto himself a little bit, might get in his own head, over focus to some extent. But I think him being loose and having more fun today, I think really helped him hitting. And I hope it carries on to the next game, because he hasn't hit very well throughout the tournament. So I think this will get some confidence back into him and his performance, especially him being out mostly with that torn labrum that he had. So I do think that it's very beneficial. Even though we lost, I think it was going to be very beneficial for us moving forward.
On the mound for the Goons today, we saw a little bit of a decline out of David Blevins. Obviously, those 2 home runs by David Dreswicki play a big impact on that. Drez, 2 great swings.
Yep.
It's blitzball. Stuff happens.
Yeah.
And then we saw a really great inning out of Owen Baker today. Was able to work out of some walks in order to get 3 strikeouts for the inning. Only give up 1 run. I think that was big in just holding on to the momentum and making sure we didn't get ourselves into a hole.
Yes, I agree. I think, with the score being 8-4, it does sound a lot, but being down by half isn't the worst thing, especially in blitzball, because it can be pretty high scoring. So I think it is crucial that you keep the momentum in your favor for as long as you possibly can, because we have seen some games where as soon as the momentum shifts, it goes the one team's way. I think we saw that kind of during the night in the Frogs. Frogs and the Knights battled back and forth, but in the end, the Knights kept the momentum going, and that pushed them into the win. I think that worked out the same way for the Goons today. They definitely capitalized off of pitching, getting hits. Their pitching was really good, at least to keep them in the win. I think what we kind of discussed earlier happened with David. His pitches being a little trickier, but not as dynamic as some pitchers that we have in the league. So I definitely think we saw some people adapt well to that, especially Drez, with those 2 shots that he had. I think he was able to adapt to Blev, especially because he's seen him before in the past. But I think that's kind of the overall point with that. The adaptability was there, and Drez took advantage of that.
Agreed. Blevins is a very good pitcher, but if you see him enough, you can start to piece together what he's throwing and when he's throwing it. So, good part on Drez there for those 2 homers. But David's been our ace all season. We will not 3 runs in a game that we win, there's nothing on that.
Nope.
Thanks for watching. See ya.
See you next time.